What's poppin' NYC? Is your host Linda Aybar with Hot 97. We here at the premiere of Den of Thieves 2.
If you came my way, I gave you a shot. Even though my name is straight to the top, but there's one truth I live, but it's hard to see through.
Congratulations on your film. All right, first question. This is the sequel of the first one. You revealed who you really were in the first one, so we know who's the boss now. How does the drama and the action and the suspense differ from the first one to Den of Thieves 2?
In the first one, it was much more of a cops versus robbers type situation. And in this one, it's much more of a, I don't even want to say buddy cop, because I'm definitely not a cop. But
I mean, you're friends now.
Yeah. It's just more of a buddy action film. But it still has the suspense. You don't know if Donnie trusts Nick all the way. You don't know if Nick is hell-bent on revenge. So it still keeps you on the edge of your seat, but I look way cooler in this one.
All right, were there any scenes that you guys were like, yo, how the hell are we going to pull this off?
Yeah, we get kicked in the middle of the ocean for real.
You were really in the ocean?
Yeah.
How was that?
I'm thinking we going to fake it, get some tank or a pool or something, and then we start driving for like 20 minutes out in the water. And yeah, they kicked us in the ocean, but we're in the Canary Islands, like 2 hours from Africa. And water was warm, had divers in the water, but I don't really like that. You know, I play pretend for money. We ain't got to do it real all the time.
All right, another question. Were there any scenes that went hilariously wrong?
Yeah, the car crash scene. There's a scene where we crashed a car, and the way they did it, they propped the car up on this like big, like mechanical arm, and they swing it, then they bring it to a stop so it looks like a car crash. And we did the rehearsal, and Gerard was like, that didn't really feel like a car crash, right? And I was like, nah, not really. So we tell the guy to crank up the PSI, because that's what the machine goes off of, pressure per square inch. And then right before action, we looked at each other like, we don't know nothing about PSI. And then wham, I hit my head, he hit his knee. It was wild, but I'm here.
Okay, tell me, what are you excited about for Den of Thieves 2?
The first one was fire.
Yeah?
So,
what you expecting for the second one?
More fire. I
Yeah.
like the action movie. So
If they were to put you in the film, whose role would you take?
I don't think I'd take nobody's role. I'll probably just be my own character.
What would your character be? Were you gonna be on the good side or the bad side?
Yeah, put me on the bad side.
Yeah. So if you was to be in a heist and you have to steal something, what are you going after? You want money or diamonds?
Money. Honestly, so diamonds.
With the ice around your neck?
Diamonds hit different, especially when they real. Now I'm going for money.
Yeah, you going for money? All right.
Big shout out to Hot 9. Always love y'all.
What are you most excited about for Den of Thieves 2?
For audiences to experience it,
Yeah.
to see this movie. I'm very excited about the way people will receive it and what they'll see with what we've done with it.
Okay.
It's a very entertaining movie.
How is Den of Thieves 1 different from Den of Thieves 2?
Den of Thieves 1, well, it was cops and robbers,
Okay.
you know,
And now
it's bad boys and more bad boys. Don't you love it?
Were there any scenes that went hilariously wrong?
Well, the one we did, the swear words that were coming out of our mouths, I was a little
You're not a swearer?
Oh, of course I am. Yeah, I like bad boys. You gotta swear if you like bad boys.
Hi.
What up, how you?
Are you excited for the film?
Nah, for sure,
Yeah,
yeah. I came to the first viewing, so I'm excited to see what the second one is.
All right, so what are you expecting for the second one?
Action-packed. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know. I just hope it's more action than it was the last one, because it was crazy, so they just gotta go crazy at this
You
time.
got surprised with the ending, right?
Yeah.
All right. If you were in a heist, would you go after money or diamonds?
I ain't gonna lie. See, the thing is, if you go with the diamonds, and you gotta go through sell them. Like you gotta go through that whole process. If you get then again the money, you gotta. I would do diamonds. I would do diamonds.
You're gonna do
Yeah.
you could take the diamonds, take them to a jeweler, and
You could hold them. You could do a lot. Yo, shout out to Hot 97. It's Michael Rainey Jr. You know we're rocking. Yes.
What was the wildest stunt that you had to do in this sequel?
The wildest stunt.
Yes.
I think it was the car chase, which I'm super happy with how it turned out. But we were taking hairpin bends with massive drop, like I think it was a 600-meter drop, and it was hairpin, and I'm literally hanging out the car, fighting with a stunt driver driving. But every time you thought, we are not going to stick to this road. We are going over the edge, because it didn't seem humanly possible to be taking those bends at that speed. And I'm thinking, why are they using me? Can't they just use a stuntman for this? I had such a bad feeling. More than I do a lot of stunts.
Well, I mean, you're here, so that means you made it through.
I made it. I might have had a couple of head bashes, but I made it.
I know you have to head in, so I'm just gonna ask you this final question: who's more dangerous, you or your character?
It depends what you're talking about. I think my character in a lot of ways, and in other ways, I think me. Shout out to Hot 97. What up?
Wow.
I've been through a